Alright guys, welcome back to another YouTube video. I know this looks very different compared to my usual setup, which is positioned with a proper light, but I didn't really feel like doing that. I wanted to lay down on my bed instead and talk to you guys from here, while of course still having the mic attached. Hopefully you guys can hear me well. But yeah, 2026, I hope it's been really, starting off really great for you guys. You guys are getting after what you said your resolutions were going to be. Today was my first day of classes, and in my college or the university I go to, they go by quarters. So it's not like your traditional semester, like 16 weeks and all. Quarters actually last 10 weeks, which is, which goes by really quickly. Because each week you get piled with a lot of homework, usually like more homework than you do with traditional semesters. But I found it to be really pretty effective, honestly, because quarters go by much more faster. There's a lot more convenient, and besides, I'm a junior, so I've been doing this for like a little while now. But yeah, today was kind of hard a little bit. I had to wake up a little earlier than the time I had class. So to elaborate, I had to wake up and get there at 9:40 a.m., which is not the time I start. That's usually the time when a lot of the morning classes are. But I had to go in at that time to present for, not present, but more like advertise for my honor society that I'm in. And I'm the vice president, by the way, for that honor society. So I had to go in there and advertise it and, tell people to apply. And yeah, that went by pretty good. But then I had to wait around for like an hour-ish just sitting down, which I really hate, by the way. I'm starting to really not like sitting too much because it honestly makes me feel really stiff and really unproductive, to be honest. I know you can get a lot done by sitting down for a couple hours working on homework, but I'm the type of person who procrastinates a lot and gets distracted really easily by social media and stuff. But yeah, to quit on rambling on that, my original start time is 11:20 a.m. That was the time I was supposed to go in, until I had the misunfortunality to have to wake up a lot earlier. I had to wake up at 7:50 a.m. Can you believe that? I commute to school, which is about a 25 to 30-minute drive. So yeah, I had to be considerate of that as well. But yeah, today ended up going really successfully. I had my first class, thankfully, at 11:20. Met some familiar faces, catched up with them. It was really nice. And I also had my second class successfully, which is actually supposed to be like a 3.5 hour class, which is super insane. But I ended up getting out a little earlier because usually on the first day of classes, you usually get out earlier than, the actual time you're supposed to get out. Because it's like an intro day, you're not supposed to be working so much. You're getting to know each other, the professor and all. But yeah, I ended up getting out at 4:30, even though I was supposed to get out like at 5:15. I know these are very specific times, but that's what they say on the actual uh, student hub. Besides me having school and all, life for me has been going really well, honestly. I uploaded my first video with these bad boys, the Ray-Ban Meta glasses. I ended up publishing my first PLV content on my Instagram page. I really recommend you guys to go check that out. I think it went pretty successfully. I plan to keep doing those kind of videos. So yeah, follow along with the Instagram and stay tuned for those. I also post a lot of videos of me talking to the camera because I personally find it really helps me with the way I speak. And honestly, just the way I convey myself to my audience. But yeah, next week on Monday the 12th of January, I start my internship, which is going to be my first internship, which is really important for me. It'll be at a sheriff's office. I'll be working with the DLC, which is the Department of Corrections, and their ID process to hand out to individuals leaving prison in order to get back on their feet, with housing, jobs, and insurance and all that, which I'm really looking forward to because I've been wanting to work in a law enforcement setting for a long time. It's always been my dream to because I study criminal justice, and it's always been a dream of mine since junior year. Because in junior year, I took a public safety course that I fell in love with right away, especially when we got to the law enforcement part, where we started learning about policing and all that, federal agencies. And it was particularly the federal agencies ones that really caught my eyes the most, and I really fell in love with the content. And from there, I knew what I wanted to pursue immediately. So yeah, I'm here now, a junior in college this time, still majoring in criminal justice. I never changed it, and I'm gonna keep sticking to it because that's genuinely what I like to study. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to that on my internship as well as, just my school quarter overall. But I hope you guys have been really good. I know I'm just talking about like me this video, but really, I really hope you guys are doing as good as I am in your lives. But yeah, besides me rambling on about myself and like, just babbling about like what my life is, to be honest, hold on. I feel like this video has been way too zoomed in on my face. I gotta like zoom it out a little bit. There you go, it's a lot better. But yeah, I got this on a tripod, by the way, because I'm not gonna be like, holding the camera like this the whole time because that's really gonna strain my shoulder. So I don't really want to have to deal with that. But yeah, tomorrow is Wednesday, so I don't have classes, but I still have to go to like physical therapy, which I should be done with by the end of this month. So I also got that to look forward to as well. But yeah, overall, 2025 in terms of like, you know, going back to school, studying and working is looking pretty well for me, as well as like mentally as well. I'm feeling really hopeful about, like my YouTube channel, my Instagram page, just like content growth overall. And it's all thanks to you guys. So thank you again from the bottom of my heart for all the support. I really hope you guys can continue supporting me in this journey. But yeah, that's pretty much all I had for this video. It's not really much, just to really just update you guys on, what I've been doing and all. But yeah, I hope you guys are doing just as well as I am in 2026 so far. Hopefully you're getting after your goals. I know I said that in the beginning of the video already, but why not repeat it again? But yeah, you guys take care, and I will see you again in another video. Just don't give up, guys. Keep pursuing what you're pursuing, and just really like keep your head up high. If it's okay to drop your head every now and then, but it all depends on how fast you can recover from that and get back up. Peace.